When it comes to locations, there are countless hidden gems in the state of California that really feed the need of both film productions and just the weekend warrior. El Dorado County is one of those hidden areas that is so vastly rich in history, so much so that the county fueled most of the population and growth within the state of California starting in the 1800s. When you spend time here, it's a place where ideas and creativity really get harnessed. The heartbeat of El Dorado is Coloma, a small town that butts up next to the South Fork of the American River. This is where settlers discovered gold in 1848, which spawned the state's gold rush. The town looks untouched from its early years and has really kept the historical integrity of its structures. Next, you move to the small town of Placerville, which was originally part of the Pony Express, the mail carrier system that ran from Sacramento to St. Joseph, Missouri in 1860. Within Placerville, you could stumble into buildings with enough history to fill a textbook, like Hangman's Tree Ice Cream Saloon and Placerville Hardware, which is the oldest hardware store west of the Mississippi that dates back to 1852.
El Dorado County starts coming in off of Highway 50, kind of low elevation, and we have residential, beautiful community called El Dorado Hills. And then we go into the river canyons, and so we're at really low elevations and river canyons. And it's so diverse because then we move up to our orchards and our vineyards, and before we know it, we're like in those majestic Sierras in Tahoe. So it's extremely diverse, and I feel like we have a little bit of everything. We've actually been the Audubon before. We'll be, big skies, different states, Montana. It's very, very diverse.
Located up the road on the historical Highway 49 on Pleasant Valley Road is Pour Red's, an award-winning barbecue pit stop.
The original building, which has the bar and the dining area, that was built around 1853, 1854. It was a way station for Wells Fargo, and it was basically where the folks brought their gold from Coloma. We're sitting directly on the original Lincoln Highway, which was the first predominant road across the U.S. Highway 49 is the 49 Gold Rush Highway, and if you've ever been to Disneyland, everything in California Adventures is all Highway 49, there's street signs everywhere. That's this area right here, that is right here, that's our history. We look like a podunk biker stop in the middle of nowhere, but as soon as you walk in, your expectations are being elevated from the fresh local products, the quality of food, the amount of passion that every line cook in that kitchen puts on every plate.
El Dorado also plays to the modern times with the El Dorado Hills Town Center, an open-aired mall with fountains and European-inspired architecture. Throughout the surrounding areas, you can find Spielberg-like neighborhoods, as well as contemporary, rural, modern, and rustic buildings. One of the homes we spotlighted was Casa Bella Verde. This home is a concrete palace that sits on a hill overlooking the Sierra Nevada mountains.
I designed it myself, and then I built it with my partner, Nicky Fork. It's definitely an open floor plan. We have over 14,000 square feet of house. There's 3 floors, so there's a lot of staging opportunities. There's a spectacular 230-foot curved vanishing edge swimming pool that overlooks a breathtaking view of the Sierra Nevada. This house would be perfect for a big action film. It's just perfect for that.
We visited a couple of the wineries that are part of the El Dorado Winery Association, which includes around 40 wineries. The first one was Miraflores. The winery has a really strong Mediterranean vibe, mixed perfectly with that gold country feel. When you step inside, you look up and you see these spectacular wood beams that were salvaged from the Oakland Ferry building, torn down in 1936. Next is Boger Winery, the first modern-day prohibition winery in El Dorado.
Well, a good description of our historic property would be that you have a mix of textures from really historic buildings, old stone, hand-built walls, old barns that are sort of dilapidated a little bit, rustic old tin roofs. But at the same time, we have right next to that modern day winery where you've got stainless steel and industrial stuff and a modern tasting room. So we have a nice mix of the old and the new, all in one location. And then we have really interesting steep hillsides all around us. So the vineyards are not big and flat like you would see in a lot of regions. They're nooks and crannies with old time vines that are pruned in really neat ways where the vines can be kind of gnarly. The room I'm in right now is a replication of a historic blacksmith shop. It was used from the Gold Rush era barns that we used to have here. So all of the materials that it's made out of are from the Gold Rush era. El Dorado is dive bars, renegade scene, wild outdoor experience, and super unique, funky, fun, beautiful place.
As you move east, you hit Apple Hill with dozens of orchards, open agricultural land, and apple barns. We visited 2 of these apple barns, including Larson and Rainbow Orchards. As we made our way out to South Lake Tahoe, we stumbled into the Ice House Resort restaurant. This is one of my top favorite intimate locations on the entire California Locations Tour. You have the 22-mile-long Rubicon Trail, which passes right through the El Dorado National Forest and the Tahoe National Forest.
El Dorado County is your perfect action adventure location because we have everything from the Sierras, the mountains in Tahoe, alpine lakes, just everywhere alpine lakes. You can go almost every day of the year. You can either go snow skiing or water skiing because we're so diverse. So from whitewater rafting to biking, hiking, mountain biking, skiing, jet skiing, kayaking, you can do it all here.
We drifted to the east side of the county to South Lake Tahoe. When you hit the shorelines, you find yourself in the hardy woods of Camp Richardson. Then we visit Aleworks for dinner, which was the most ingenious way to serve beer on tap with just a wristband. They have this fiery oven that is so stunning because it's made out of pennies. At the end of the day, you find yourself flying over South Lake Tahoe, and the stillness of it is breathtaking. El Dorado is famous for Emerald Bay, but really any part of South Lake Tahoe is poetically stunning during any season. El Dorado is a place where you really feel alive, and as a filmmaker, that energy could really illuminate any project. El Dorado can really bring to life any script that chooses to utilize its unforgettable locations.